It's the evening. I've not long come home from work. I've already burnt myself while trying to cook. And I thought I'd do a review. I was planning on hopefully tomorrow making like a collective reading for like the earth signs, and one for the water signs, one for the air signs, and one for the fire signs for December. So this might happen tomorrow. Today I'm reviewing this, the Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia Kate Peters, Barbara Michaeljohn Free, and the artwork by Elizabeth Cheever Gesserman. I hope I haven't butchered any of them names. The artist for this deck is great. I'm reviewing this deck. I've had it a month, maybe. It's published by Hay House, so obviously it's mass market in a 2-piece box. We like these. I do have problems with this deck. They are not with the cards, they are with the guidebook. Oh, speaking of the box, here we go. The problems I have with the guidebook, and this is Spellcasting Oracle. It feels like they wanted to do a spell book, but combine it with an oracle. Which to me, if you're going to do a witchy book, just do a witchy book. I'm sure it is done very well in some places, but the main... Sorry, I just drank a big gulp of pop. Well, not pop, squash. The problem is the creators assume that every person who practices witchcraft is Wiccan. That is not the case. I'm sorry. The card, I mean, I haven't rearranged the cards. I have been using them, I haven't rearranged the cards. There's a little welcoming thing from Flavia and Barbara. I'm sure they're lovely people. Okay, the ancient art of spellcraft. I know I read this, I can't remember if I disagreed with that bit or not. What is a spell? Spellcasting do's and don'ts. Don't tell me what to do. Although some of them are very good points. And I do agree with this one about not doing spells when you're knackered or feeling emotionally crap. The use of negative words in your spells. I'm not being funny, but if you're on the left-hand path, like some witches are, you do use negative words. That is the case. That is just it. The threefold law, again, that is a Wiccan thing. The harm none is a Wiccan thing. So you should specify that it's a Wiccan spellcasting card set, not witchcraft. I know some people use the terms interchangeably. I can't even say that word. I don't. So to me, they are different things. The only other problem I have, you know, I'm not horrible. I do like the cards. The cards are great, and some of the guidance stuff is great. But the spells, like this one, write down your phobia on a piece of paper. Light a black candle, face west at dusk on a Wednesday during the dark moon. So basically, what they're saying is, you shuffle the cards, pick a card out. You get this card, but you have to wait then until the dark moon on a Wednesday to do it at dusk. Oh, during the dark moon. No, at dusk, yeah. So, no. I will not pick a card and then wait for a month to do what it says. I will do it now, or I will find another spell that does the same thing. Okay? So I sound like a terrible person. I'm not, honestly. Those are the main things that I didn't like. Is there anything else in here? It does do good things, like tells you a bit about the moon phases, although you should always cross-reference stuff. Magical full moons. Magical dark moons. Weekdays. Directions, elements and connections. So it does give a good bit of info. How to cast your spell. This is, I mean, to me, if you're going to look at spellcasting books, I would go with Aaron Murphy Hiscock. She has one. I think it's called Spellcraft. That is a good book. Yeah, there's card spread. So in general, I don't mind some of the information, and it's probably good if you're an Oracle card user that's never really got into witchcraft. But some of it isn't for everybody. So let's get on with the cards, because I've been talking for 5 minutes already. The backs, I like the backs. They're not really reversible, but it isn't. I mean, you could. I mean, some of the meanings are negative, so you could technically reverse them, but I just don't bother. I because I don't really like the guidebook very much. I kind of just use my mind. But the backs are nice. If there's a shininess on the cards, it is my flash on my phone. Sorry about the setup. Need a decent thing to hold it. Holder, stand, whatever. You know what I mean. So let's look at the card. They're not in order. They did come in alphabetical order. But it doesn't really matter. You can, it really does it. So, psychic abilities. Pretty. I like this inspiration, like a flash of a little inspiration. Spirit guide, travel. Some of these cards are just lush. Trust, truth, well-being. Look at the butterflies. Fertility, confidence. That like, makes me think of the goddess Iris. Talent, peace, strength. There's a strength and a courage card, and they kind of, to me, feel like the same thing. I mean, yeah, but cool. Animals. You might hear my dog in the background, occasionally farting, breathing, staring at me. Oh, this one, I really love this card. It looks so like I could live there, away from people, the universe, get my groceries delivered. Yeah, totally. Beauty. I read a review of this on Amazon, which is where I bought it, and the woman who left the review, as well as pointing out the thing about the book being like all love and light, when that's not really how the world is, was complaining that the beauty card, the woman is fat. Like, go away, woman, because she's not even that fat. I mean, my arms are chunkier than that, you know, and so is a lot of me, although I have lost some weight recently. But why does it matter that she's a bit chunky? Why is your perception of beauty only stick thin? Really? Get a life. So anyway, back to this. The beauty card is a mermaid, because you can see the scales here. I think this is a really nice card. Even if she's got a couple of rolls, who cares? Having a great day. I just burnt myself while cooking, so yeah, I'm in a great mood. Compassion. A commitment. Healing. This is a pretty card. Family. I like this. Manifestation. Happiness. This is a nice vibrant card. Forgiveness. We should all be more forgiving in the world, really. Maybe I should be more forgiving of the creators. Finding. Career. Financial happiness. I like how, like, there seems to be a theme here. Career, tree. Financial happiness, tree. Little rainbow there. It's got a rainbow on it, so obviously I'm going to love it. Good luck is a big black cat. Is he? Yeah, he is. And he's got a bit of grey here. He's got a crown on his head. I like him. There's a little leprechaun there as well, so. Justice. Lighten your load gives me kind of like 10 of Wands vibes. protection, life purpose, the tree of life, clarity. I like this because it's like a rainbow marble. What? If you look, there's birds in it. If you look here, love, blessings, boundaries. I like this. Prosperity, answers, closure. Go for a walk in the forest for your closure. Willpower, courage. Here he is, a lion. Dreams, grieving. This is interesting because I always associate, for some reason, blue butterflies with like death and grievingness. Grief. Just, yeah. Empowerment, friendship, passion, new beginnings, freedom, old Eight of Swords vibes, reconciliation and transformation. That's a nice butterfly. I will do a couple. I will probably look in the guidebook to see, like, give you an example. And I'll show you the spell if you want to do it. But, you know, just buy a spell book. New beginnings. It's a nice card. I mean, you don't really need to look in a guidebook to know what new beginnings means, do you? You know, really. But we will have a look to see what it says. Brand new chapter. Challenges have happened, both at work and other situations. You're at a turning point in your life. Certain factors need to leave before the good stuff can come in. Been a long hard slog, but there's a glimmer of hope sparkling in the distance that indicates the destiny you've been wishing for. New ideas. You don't need the guidebook to know what new beginnings means. The spell says, hold some daffodil bulbs and an envelope at mid-morning on a Sunday during a waxing crescent moon phase. And say that these words, here and then here, if you want it. There's a spell. I don't know where I mean, you'd have to get daffodil bulbs online this time of year. The magical means start living in the present. New opportunities await. The situation is being healed. Outcome is far greater than you imagined. You have a chance to reinvent yourself. It's a nice positive card from the deck. You don't need the book for it. It is nice. Like, this is what I mean by this artist. You know, you've got little butterflies that remind me of the way they are presented. It's a bit like a petrol splash on the floor. You know what I mean? That the way that goes in a certain light. You've got like plants here, you've got mountains in the background, a sun, kind of a moon, birdies. This looks like a waterfall. So yeah, it's a pretty card. New beginnings. This is what this card is telling you. Now, I've prattled on long enough. This is a nice deck. The artwork is pretty nice, I think. I was using it recently with my tarot pulls, but I've swapped what deck I'm using at the moment for tarot and what deck I'm using for oracles, because I'm using ones that complement each other, which I might share in another video. So yeah, that is the Spellcasting Oracle. And thank you for watching.